Hello, students. I trust that your Labor Day weekend is going swimmingly. I hope that you all had a very restful 3-day weekend. Now, since we didn't have class today, I figured I would take the liberty of posting a short video of myself making a beat. So if anybody had questions from last week, do not worry. I'm sure you could watch this video and get the general gist of what I'm going for here. That is strange. I made a loop unknowingly at a different area. Okay. Well, this is coming along pretty good. Let's add some snare. Let's make this larger. Okay, well that's a pretty basic drum loop. I don't want to make this too complicated, so we're just going to stick with one single static drum loop for the whole song. And while we're at it, we're going to rename this drums. So just in case we get confused, we will rename it. And before we do anything, we need to name the track. So, today's date, underscore your last name, underscore 1.0. It is the first iteration, and beat. Okay, so today's date, underscore your name, iteration version, and the name is just a beat. We'll just keep it simple. So enter. There we go. Fantastic. Let's add ourselves a new track. So we got some 808. I've got a MIDI keyboard, but if you want, you are free to use the QWERTY keyboard. Seems pretty basic. Yeah, sure, why not? Okay, let's go with that. So, let us turn off the loop enable since we are recording. All right, and I believe I can press record control space. I do not have an extra free hand at the moment, so we're just going to go with this. I try to get a feel for it, see if I can just gently slide into it. That's why I loop over so many portions. I like to have it go on for a while. Let's see if that worked. Let me go to the edit function, and we're going to quantize at 16th notes. Fantastic. The MIDI notes are lining up perfectly with the grid. All right, here we go. Now let me Control CV, copy it over once or twice, and we're just going to listen for any incorrect timing in our notes. Well, isn't that fantastic? We've already made something pleasing to listen to. Now, as the name suggests, this certainly is a beat. So, let us add one or possibly two more tracks. Not sure if I want to do vocals to this. Let's just keep it simple. Instrument, bright synth. We seem to be incredibly limited in our sound bank because we are on the basic plan. But fret not. We can simply make do. Meow lead. I have no idea what this is. You know what? I am going to roll with it. I was legitimately expecting cats meowing, but this is A-okay. And since I already played all sharps and flats, I'm just going to roll with it. Let me turn my keyboard up an octave. I kind of want to play chromatic, but I'm not sure if chromatic would mix with pentatonic, so I'm going to have to restrain myself. So let me shift the keyboard over to my other hand, and I will play a melody shortly. I'm just noodling around. I'm just getting a feel for like what sounds right. What goes with this? I got to play the cards I've been dealt. I'm very limited in my sound selection on this application. So, unless I want to upgrade and pay about $12 a month, I'm just going to have to try to make this work for me. I wonder if I can change anything on here. Let me see. Frequency. Will that change anything? Let me, there we go. I think I found something. Hey, what do you know? All I had to do was just fiddle a couple of knobs, and next thing you know, the patch is slightly more favorable and digestible to my ears. That is, in fact, sound design. So, let us record a short melody. Well, now, we have a melody, we've got bass, we've got drums. Now, let's see, we've got about 3 bars of the bass, but 2 bars of this melody. So what we're going to do is, first off, we're going to quantize a 1/16th note. We're going to take our playhead. Whoa, what do we got? We're going to take our playhead right here at measure 5, or measure 9, that's where it splits. I believe we can split it. Let me go to edit. And there must be some way. That is a different B. Nope. There has to be a way to split the melody. Most DAWs have a sort of razor blade function. Okay, you know what? I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to copy-paste some more of these loops. I want this section to be separate. And since I do not seem to be able to... Uh-oh. Only one track at a time. Well, now, this program is far more limited than what I thought it would be. But then again, this is introduction to music production. So, limitations at times can be good for you, much to my chagrin. As you all know, as my students, I have done this for 20 years, so even as someone who's been doing this for 20 years, sometimes I myself get frustrated with the limitations. Let me see if I can color this. Can I color it something different? See, I've come from a world of having so many options that it's slightly frustrating that I don't have access to more advanced tools. Okay, that is A-okay, because later on in the semester we're going to use Reason and Ableton Live. So, if you feel just as frustrated as I am when it comes to having severe limitations with your music software, fear not. This is just to dip our toe into the water. We're going to get a basic feel for music production, and once we feel like we've surpassed our limits or get frustrated by it, we will be out of this program and into a new one. So, once again, welcome to Introduction to Music Production. This is your instructor, Candace. I made a short beat, and let's listen to our final product. Well, there you have it. There's a short beat, and we made it in a fairly short amount of time. Make sure to save often and save early. And if I made any significant changes, of course, we would add a number 1 to it or the next iteration. So make sure to have a proper naming convention, your date _ your name _ the iteration and or version _ and beat and or project name. So there we go. That is a very brief, short overview of me making a beat in Soundtrap, and I really hope to see what you have all made next week. I will be checking the canvas frequently, and of course, you can always come to my office hours. Well, thank you for watching this tutorial, and I will see you in class.